be done right because I just saw my video just a little bit ago, and it's like one of those things where always gotta remember it's always on the opposite side. I hate that. I don't. You don't need to hear my nostril breathing. I'm a big nostril breather at that one. It is what it is. So today, by the way, first off, happy evening, night, morning, and afternoon. Hopefully everybody's had a fantastic Thursday through Wednesday. Covered all the bases. So today was a big day because we found out that Trump is guilty. Now that shit is funny. There's a lot going on with this right now. Let's be 100% honest. It is far from over, and the fact is this: the fact that the Democrats think they're let's let them have their heyday on this one. Let's let them have their heyday because they're celebrating this weekend. A lot of champagne bottles will be opened up. A lot of people will be bashing the skull with those empty champagne bottles because that's how Democrats act, or liberals in general, I should say. But I want to start with Robert De Niro. The other day, doing his little piece, and he said that Trump would never leave. First and foremost, we already had Trump for 4 years. Isn't that crazy? He left just fine. The fact is, you silly people on the left always got to do something. You always got to say something. I think it's kind of funny because in the end, you've always been wrong with Trump. But the 34th, indictments, that's a lot of scared tactics. De Niro, the whole time you were being trolled by people, average day people, because you know what? You do not know what it's like to be an average citizen. You've always been this person that's always had it all. Maybe not as a kid, I don't say it. People tell me, maybe De Niro had a bad childhood. Maybe that's what made him what he is today. I don't say it, people tell me. The fact is, you're supposed to be the voice for Joe Biden and company. I think it's actually hilarious. You've not been relevant for years. And what I find funny about you is the fact that you're being punked by frickin' average day citizens. The fact that you were endorsing Joe Biden is hilarious. Nobody takes you serious. Nobody respects you anymore. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. I actually feel sorry for you, De Niro, because you know what? You lost your way a long time ago. Hell, when you were at that award show, it's no longer down with Trump. It's F Trump. Really? Way to go. Way to be a superhero for the Hollywood elites and the left media. Yeah. I think it's funny the fact that you are just trying to cling on that brass to the cool kids table in Hollywood. I love it. It's one of those things where gotta give you props. So you endorse Biden and Kamala, a hyena, and a person that should be actually in a nursing home. Congratulations on that. I'm done with De Niro for now. Maybe I'll go back to him before it's all over on this one. I want to go to the jury right now. Whether you were all going to vote for Biden or whatever in the end, anyway, it is what it is. The judge should be thrown in prison. Let's talk about the jury first, though. To the jury, if there was any one of you that was going to vote for Trump or still is, I get it, you're scared. But in the end, shame on you, because you know what? This country is so dang important. I know De Niro is saying stuff like he'll never leave. I'm thinking Biden's the one that's never going to leave. He was talking about elections. I'm talking about elections too right now. If Joe Biden wins this election, there will be no need for elections anymore, or because we got the NWO actually coming and I mean, the UN is bringing in their military in the States. We need Trump to win this November. What is so funny about this in the end is the hypocrisy of what De Niro is saying to what he says compared to what actually it really is. I think it's kind of funny, but in the end, to the jurors that actually voted guilty, if any of you were going to vote for Trump or still will, once again, I get it, but at the same time, you have to go what's in your heart. The fact is, I don't think the people knows who you really were. I don't. I believe so. At least I never saw any pictures of the juror because they're not supposed to be. Oh yeah, yeah. I get a. Oh, I forget about that. I'm looking at the camera. Let's talk about the judge now. First and foremost, this was never going to be a legit trial. Let's be 100% honest. That's number one. He was making it perfectly clear to the jury of what his plan actually was. He's a corrupt judge that should be thrown in prison and have the key thrown out. 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 This judge is a criminal. This trial was never going to be fair. And when it comes to the judge and the jury, the whole judicial system, if it's not fair, then what is it at that point? The jury was corrupt. The judge was corrupt. How are we supposed to take going to a jury duty type of thing serious anymore at this point? The judge should be arrested. And with the judge, that's all I can say because you know what? I'm a rate at the judge. The jury, you know what? They're a bunch of normal people. Maybe they're not normal. Maybe they're a bunch of leftards that were actually probably looting in New York during 2020, the summer of love. I don't know. But the fact is, if a judge is this corrupt, how are you supposed to actually have a real fair trial? This is scary because if this can happen to Trump, by any means, this can happen to any and one of you. And the whole thing with Trump, I'm not scared about it because, you know, there's a process. Let the liberals actually have their fun this weekend. Let them have as much fun as they want. I don't say it. People tell me. Trump's got so many more appeals coming up here. It's not even funny. He'll start pretty quickly here. All you're doing, Democrats, is making you guys the party that's going to be ending pretty soon because people are seeing what kind of schmucks you really are at this point. And they're going to say, we're no longer Democrats anymore. Even though they're all for the abortion part, they'll become libertarian. Or, don't say it, Des. Republican. I don't say it, people tell me. I love it. So this whole trial thing is just a scam, a sham, and a piece of ham. Poet didn't even know it. In the end, I'm not too worried about this. There's a lot of appeals coming up. And in the end, when we win this November, they can have this weekend and the next couple weeks. Who gives a shit? But when we win this November, that is when we celebrate. And that is when we say, finally, America will be free again. Because the men and women that serve in the military will be actually appreciated again. Police departments will be once again appreciated again. And in the end, America will be great again. That's all I got to say about tonight. I will be doing some other stuff later on. Not on here, of course. I think hopefully this is going to be actually on the YouTube. There's as a new stuff on here. I'm like kind of sucking at this stuff when I'm by myself. Corn Bob was busy, and the whole thing about the group lives will be happening sooner than later. You saw it last week already with me and Corn Bob. But once again, I love you guys, and I do appreciate you guys. Until next time, like always, peace and happy holidays, of course. The only time of year I won't say it is around Christmas time. Suck on that, liberals.